As I was scrolling around on YouTube, I came across this older video about a day in the life of a probationary firefighter. So in today's video, what I want to do is I want to react to this, talk about the realities of being a probationary firefighter and what it's actually like. But before I get into that, I want to talk about our sponsor, Columbia Southern University. And right now, between the making of this video and the end of the year 2021, they are still offering 50% off your first enrollment. That means if you were considering going back and finishing your degree or maybe getting started with a new degree, whether it be an associate's, a bachelor's, a master's, or even a doctorate program, I would highly encourage you to check them out. They offer programs ranging from fire science to emergency medicine to cybersecurity and a whole bunch of other things. And the best part about all of it is you can do it from the comfort of your own home, as they are an all online university. No need to go stop what you're doing and go sit in a classroom for 2-3 hours at a time. You can do it from the comfort of your couch, your bed, or whatever works well for you. I will put the full link to them down below. Visit columbiasouthern.edu/FFN.
Today we're at Fire Station 13 to spend part of a day with one of Tampa Fire Rescue's newest probationary firefighters, Christian Segovia. Probationary firefighter Segovia tells us what his experience has been like so far.
I've been on the job since January 6th. I've been at this.
So right now, if anybody out there knows firefighter Segovia, Christian Segovia, I wonder if he's still on the job. If anybody works with him, I mean, I guess you don't have to let me know, but I feel bad for this guy. When you're the probationary firefighter, the last thing you want to do is be put on the spot like this, especially if the city's coming to make this awkward PR video. But good for him for having the guts to go on here and do this. I'm sure he's uncomfortable. I'm sure he was nervous, but good for him.
Station for 2 months now. It's been a dream. A lot of action, a lot of different kind of calls, EMS calls, fire calls, you name it. They got it over here. Being a rookie.
That's how you know he's a rookie. No rookie is excited about EMS calls. They're only excited about fire calls.
It's challenging. There's lots of things you have to learn on a daily basis. You have to learn your equipment. You have to just know your crew and how they work and trying to adapt to their system. The less pleasant jobs would probably be, you know, the daily maintenance of the fire station, cleaning toilets, urinals, doing the dishes before and after and during meals and during the day, trying to be the first person on the engine and being the last out of the engine, being the last person in bed, making sure the whole station looks good before you go to bed. So that morning, it looks good.
So I'm glad he said that. And this is something that a lot of people don't realize, or I should say a lot of new firefighters or people looking to get into the fire service don't realize. While you're on probation, you need to be the first one up. You need to be the last one to bed. You need to be the person doing a lot of the chores. And even if your crew is one where they assign it across the board to everybody, they kind of spread out the responsibilities across the crew. You still need to be the one that takes the initiative to get in there first. And if other people say, hey, go ahead and sit over there or stop doing that or whatever, then do it. But it's good when you're the new person to set the tone of what it's going to be like to work with you. When you're a new person on a new crew in a new fire department, nobody really knows what you're like. Nobody really knows what your demeanor is like. Nobody really knows what your work ethic is like. So if you can spend at least the first 6 months, probably the entire year of your probationary period, setting that tone of, hey, I'm here early. Hey, I'm a go-getter. Hey, I want to learn. I want to train. I want to clean toilets. I want to clean dishes. I get it. It's not fun. Nobody likes it, but you're not above it. You need to know that right off the bat. Every single person had to do that when they were new too. So I'm glad he was saying that stuff about being the first on the truck and the last to bed. You really, really need to adopt that mentality when you're a probationary firefighter.
Oh yeah, being the rookie is always, they always have something waiting for you, right in the beginning of the shift or during the day. A little hosing, a little getting wet. I remember one time when I was ready for bed, you know how I said we're the last ones? They flipped my mattress. They had the box spring on top and the mattress down. I thought that was pretty amusing, but yeah, it's all in fun.
On February 18th.
So that's something else I want to talk about. That's a hot button issue right now. Hazing, joking around with the new guy or the new girl on the crew. And in no way, it goes without saying, nobody out there endorses any sort of overly aggressive, abusive behavior or racist behavior. That's not acceptable in any way. But when you become a part of a new crew, one of the things that's probably going to happen is they're going to test your boundaries. They're going to figure out what it's like, what's okay to say around you, what's not okay to say around you. And usually, most of the time, when they play pranks on you, when they joke around with you, that means they like you. They're trying to feel you out to see what you're like. So if people are making jokes or like this guy's talking about flipping their bed over. I remember when I was a rookie at the first department I got hired at, we went on a call in the middle of the night, and the way our beds were set up, they took the box spring out and just very cautiously balanced my mattress right on the bed frame, so that when I got back from that call in the middle of the night, I went to lay in the bed and I just kind of fell through the middle of it. It's not the end of the world. They're not picking on you. They're not being mean to you. It's just part of the job, testing the boundaries, just joking around with the new guy. Again, I feel like I need to say it because I'm sure somebody will say something on YouTube. I am in no way endorsing hazing or abusive behavior at all, but just know that that's probably going to be your experience as a rookie.
18th of this year, Tampa Fire and Rescue crews responded to a structure fire at Del Monte's Bistro Lounge. Probationary firefighter Segovia was on shift that day and was on one of the crews that responded to that blaze.
That was the biggest fire I've ever seen. We had 2 ladder trucks shooting at the roof, and we had, they called a second alarm, and we had more units come in. I was there staging whatever they needed of me, and yeah, that was a big fire.
So that's the other thing you need to know when you're a probationary firefighter. Your first fire, you are going to be so nervous. You're gonna do all this training leading up to getting hired at a department, and the first call you get for a first real fire, you are going to be crapping your pants on the way there. It's totally normal. Everybody gets like that. Just find somebody on your crew that could act as a mentor and just kind of do what they do and learn from them the best that you can. But it's totally normal to be nervous on your first call.
Day today. At 10 o'clock, we're going to go up here to Johnson & Johnson. We've got
Captain Baxter reflects on his early days as a firefighter with Tampa Fire Rescue and how those days helped influence him.
It was probably the best time of my life. You know, everything's new, exciting. There's still, to this day, I've enjoyed the last 11 years, and every day I come to work I experience something new. But specifically for that first year, it's almost like being a kid in a candy shop. Everything that you had dreamed up to that point had come to fruition, and it was your opportunity to experience those things.
So I think he said something that's important there. When he was a probationary firefighter, he looked at it as an opportunity as opposed to a burden of something you just need to get through. I hear from way too many new firefighters and probationary firefighters that they look at this next year of, oh my God, I just got to get through it. And granted, there are some cases in some places where they make it very unenjoyable for new firefighters. But assuming that you're at a good department with a good crew, look at this as an opportunity. People want to teach the new guy, the new girl, the new person on their department. They want to bring them into the crew generally. Again, you're going to find some places that aren't like that. But look at this as an opportunity more as opposed to looking at it as a burden.
Every day he comes into work optimistic. He wants to train. He wants to learn the way we do things, which is important. And I guess most importantly, he understands he's a member of a team or a family. And as a member of the family, he understands his role. If you have a good rookie that's intelligent enough to realize that there's an inherent risk to the duties they perform and the profession they've chosen, they take the initiative and they desire to train in order to grasp those skills or refine the skills that they've been taught up to that point. and to learn the tools of the trade to ensure that not only they protect themselves, but the crew and the citizens they serve.
So what he just said was so important. If you are thinking about getting into the fire service, or you are new on a new department and a new crew, please rewind that and pay attention to what he just said. That is how you stand out from all of the other probationary firefighters if you got hired with a group. You need to take the initiative. You need to be aggressive. You need to be smart. All of those types of things. It sounds like this firefighter Segovia was an awesome probationary firefighter, and who knows, maybe he's still working on the job. I don't know. But if you're new, rewind that. What that officer just said was so important for you.
It's almost noon, and Station 13 has been on several calls this morning. Probationary firefighter Segovia and the rest of the crew don't know what's in store the rest of their 24-hour shift, but you can be sure they'll be ready to respond. For Spotlight Tampa, I'm Henry Williams.
And that's all it is just a training environment for him to realize that at all times his head needs to be on a swivel. There's inherent danger in the duties he's performed. That includes here at the station with maybe a little bit of water.
So even though that was kind of a corny PR video, I think it still pointed out some really good lessons for the new firefighters and the rookie and the probationary firefighters. And finally, at the very end, when I watched this original video, and I'll put the full link to this to the original video in the description below, I saw a lot of people saying how immature and childish it is that they splash this guy with water. Lighten up. I mean, people are going to play jokes on each other. People are going to play pranks on each other. Just because you do that doesn't mean you're not professional. It's part of the job. I mean, for God's sakes, we have to be in the same building as each other for 24 hours at a time. Just know that going in, if people are playing jokes or pranks on you, it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't like you. It usually means that they do like you, and they're just trying to test your boundaries and see where you're at. So as always, I hope you found this useful and helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.